Hello again. I just thought I would share some head boops and cuddles with you. Some nice good morning head boops and cuddles. There's number one head boop. Rocky is the number one head booper too, you know. He knows all about head booping. Yes, you're a very good head booper, Rocky. One of your many talents, my friend. One of your many talents, yes. Such a good boy. He is. He's a very good boy. And he does the best head boops. And he's purring. He's doing great purring right now. He's very purry and furry. I, for one, am very impressed with his purriness and his furriness. Here, let's see if we can get him a little comb going on here. Do a little combing of the fur. We can't do very much at a time because he loses patience with it at this point. Yeah, he likes it, but only for a little bit. I can't really tell what you're seeing because the screen is pretty much just white for me. So I'm pointing the thing in the general direction, hoping you can see. When I turn on the light part of this thing, when the camera's facing me, that's what happens is you get the thing like that. Yeah, we'll give your fur a nice combing again. See, we do this every so often. But usually you can only do it a little bit. Right now, he's actually letting me do more than he normally would. He used to never let me do it. And then, as he got older, he'd let me comb him more. And then he let me comb him quite a bit, and now he's gradually tapered off, and he generally don't let me comb him as much. He's letting me comb him pretty good right now, though. When I have him, when he's standing on the table and I'm trying to comb him, it's hard because he keeps moving all over the place. He keeps moving away from me, but he's actually staying and letting me comb him this time, which is good. Hey, you're a good boy. I appreciate you, you know. You're my favorite cat named Rocky in the whole world. I'm madly in love with you. I am. Yeah, I am. You're the number one kitty cat in the whole world. It's true. You're the king of the kitty cats, you are. Yeah. Definitely the king of the YouTube kitty cats anyway, eh? Yeah, you are. A wonderful kitty cat man. Loved by all. And deservedly so. Yes. Hey, my good boy. Anyway, that's what's happening here at Camp Crazy. We're doing some cuddles. I'm combing his fur. I combed it yesterday for a bit. I generally try to comb it a little bit every day, but you can only get so far, usually. But I say he's in a good mood right now. Of course, he just had his painkiller too, so he's probably a little bit high. Hey, you're probably a little bit high. You're all full of dope. Yeah, hey, Rocky, the old dope fiend here. Hey, yeah, he's all full of Medicam. He is. So he's literally feeling no pain. Yeah, at least I hope he isn't. He's not supposed to be, anyway, if the stuff is working. Well, Rocky, you're wonderful. Did you see the styrofoam I put in the window? It feels a little warmer in this corner now, doesn't it? I'm going to put the storm windows on today, I think. I should do that. That'll help a little bit more to keep what heat we have in here in here. Yeah. I'm impressed with the propane tank I've got on there right now. It's actually lasting a lot longer. I find that with them, though. Some of them last longer than others. I think when they refill them, because it's like a tank and change program, so they're refilled someplace else, and that they just bring in full tanks and take the empty ones away. And I've noticed that some of them seem to be more full than others. Sometimes the tank doesn't last very long. The tank I had on here before this didn't last very long. But this tank has lasted already for 4 days, and I haven't used it any less than I used the other tank. And the other tank lasted for like 2.5 days or something. It hardly lasted any time at all. So I do find that they're not always as full as they're supposed to be anyway. Yeah. Eh? I knew a girl who had a boyfriend that drove a truck for a big propane company. I'm not going to say the name of the company, but you all would know the company if I told you the name, because they're pretty well everywhere. And if you ask me in the comments, I won't tell you. So don't, see, here you go. If you ask me in the comments, I won't tell you, because I don't need to be sued, even though I don't have anything. I don't want them to come and take Tin Lion away from me, and and all that. But anyway, but I know it's true because I heard it from this girl whose boyfriend drove a truck for this company. He burned propane at his place, and what he used to do is he would fill his own tanks at the beginning of his route. If he needed propane, he'd fill his own tanks. And then he would shortchange each customer along his route just a little bit of propane in order to make up so that everything would balance. So he'd fill his tanks from his truck. So he'd get his tanks filled for free. And then everybody along his route would get shortchanged. That's what the guy would do. So you get a little bit, if you were buying propane there and he was your driver, you get a little bit less propane. Now this was years ago. I've heard now that it's all monitored by computers and that you wouldn't be able to do that now. And that may be, I don't know. This was a long time ago that this guy was doing that. So I don't know if you get away with it now or not. But back in the day, before we were monitored like we are, before there were computers and everything, this is something he was doing anyway. I remember her telling me that her boyfriend would do that. This girl that I knew. So, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, here I am laying in bed getting some tail. Boy, I might have to put an X rating on this movie. There you go. Yeah. If I'm going to be getting tail on these videos, I'm going to have to start putting an X rating on them. That's all. Oh my goodness, we're making a whole different kind of video here now. Anyway, I'm still combing Rocky's fur. I'm not sure what you can see, but I can see the movement of his tail, so I know you can see his tail hitting my face. Oh my goodness. Okay, he's comical. He doesn't know how comical he is, really, but he is comical. You're very comical, Rocky. You are. You entertain in ways that you're not even aware of. It's true. Anyway, I managed to give him a pretty good combing this time. So there's all the stuff I took out of his fur there. There's a whole bunch of it. Yeah, that's a whole bunch of loose fur, Rocky. For sure it is. Yes. See what I did there? All right, you. That was a cuddle moment with the Rockinator. With the Rocky. Hey, you're a good boy. You're a lovely, lovely good boy you are. Yeah. Oh my goodness, hey. What a good little man. All right. Well, we'll see you all later. We will. We'll see you later. Oh, before I go, I should tell this joke. You know what? I'll make another video. I'll tell the joke in the other video. Bye for now.